This is the easiest melon and pumpkin farm for Minecraft Bedrock, and it's going to produce around 2 stacks of pumpkins or 9 stacks of melon slices every single hour, which you could eat, decorate with, or trade with villagers for emeralds. So settle in and let's build. Alright, the first thing you want to do is set up a 10 by 10 square like I have here, and on the inside this is an 8 by 8 square. So once you have this square built out, we're going to place down our rails. So we're going to start in this corner right here, and we're going to remove 2 blocks. We're going to come to this side and remove 2 blocks as well. And then we're going to remove this middle strip right here, all the way to the corner. So you should have something that looks like this. We're going to do a similar thing over here, except we're just going to do a straight row across, just like so. And then we're going to place down redstone torches inside of the bottoms of each of these holes. And same on this side. After placing down your redstone torches, we're just going to place down blocks. You can return with the dirt or use a different block to mark out where the redstone torches are. It's completely up to you, but this is what you should have when it is done. We're going to come to whatever side you want to be the front now, and I'm going to choose this side. If, however, you wanted it to be, say, this side as the front, then you would have to rotate this 90 degrees so that, this shape would be here and this line would be across here. I hope that makes sense. So we're going to choose this to be the front of the farm. Once you've decided where the front of your farm is going to be, we're going to remove these 2 middle blocks here, along with those 2 blocks and these 2 dirt blocks as well. We're going to place down a double chest right here and then run 2 hoppers into the back of that chest. We're then going to grab our stairs, and we're going to place upside down stairs here, so that way you can still enter this chest, and yeah, that's going to be the collection chest. We're going to come inside the farm now and place down our first powered rail on that block right there, grab our regular rails, and we're just going to place regular rails going across, and then again, on each of these marked blocks, we're going to place down a powered rail, 2 rails, loop it back around, place down your powered rail, place down your rails going across, powered rail, and then a regular rail. For now, we're actually just going to remove that powered rail, and then we're just going to keep going with the snaking pattern all the way through here, just like this. And if you follow this pattern, it should be pretty easy to actually place down the rails, and they shouldn't give you too much trouble. And then we're almost done here. These animals love to hang out with me while I record. We're going to finish off with our powered rail here, 2 rails, powered rail, and then rails going across, and then our final powered rail. And now we can come back to the front and place down our last powered rail. And just like that, you now have a snaking pattern, which is going to be the collection system for all of the melons and pumpkins. And after you have all of your rails in place, we're going to grab our stairs, and we're going to come to the front here and just place these stairs 2 blocks apart. We're going to do the same thing over here, so count over 2, place down 2 stairs. Same thing over here, 2 stairs, just like that, and then 2 stairs over here as well. So all of these stairs should be spaced 2 stairs apart, and that's actually going to be the stairs that we waterlog to hydrate the soil inside of the farm. The next thing we're going to do is grab our cobblestone, and we're just going to fill in these walls. We're just going to fill in these walls just like this. We're going to leave this section open on the back here for now, and we're just going to, again, fill in the rest of these walls, just like that. We're then going to remove these 2 blocks so we can easily get in and out of the farm here. We are going to build up 2 more blocks just like this in one of the corners, and then we're going to grab our pistons, and we're going to place down our pistons spaced 1 block apart. So we're going to place down a piston, and then for now, we're just going to use a temporary block because we actually have to get onto the other side to place down our observers. So piston, temporary block, piston, temporary block, piston, temporary block, and then we are going to alternate it into a checkerboard pattern. So it should look like this, and we have to do this for the entire open space here. And after filling in the entire platform, this is what it should look like. Again, the cobblestone is just temporary. We're then going to grab our dirt now, and we're going to place dirt going across here. We're going to do 2 strips. Actually, we'll just do 1 strip at a time. It'll make it easier. So we're going to do 1 strip, and then every place that there's a cobblestone, we're going to till this soil, place down either a melon or pumpkin seed. Keep in mind that after we fill in this thing, you're probably not going to easily have access to these seeds ever again. So if you want to do half melon, half pumpkin, or if you want to do just melon or just pumpkin, now is the time to decide that. And then I would also recommend just bone mealing it if you have it, just to make the process a little faster, because that way you're going to get things much quicker. It might take up to like an hour for your farm to produce melons if you don't bone meal them, and it only takes a couple, so I would say it is well worth it. I'm going to do just melons because I prefer melons over pumpkins, but again, it is completely up to you. So we're just going to do this, and then again, we're just going to continue this pattern for the entire thing. So we're going to place down another strip of dirt here, and then we're going to go to the cobblestone, till the soil, and here, let me actually just not be flying, and we're going to place down the seed, and then we're just going to bone meal it, just like that. We're going to do it for the entire platform. All right, and as you can see, we already have some melons growing here, and now we just got to place in the last couple blocks. So our last 2 dirt, and then finish off the checkerboard pattern, place down our melon seed, and then go ahead and bone meal it. We're going to go ahead and place down a block right here. Whoops, sorry. And we're going to place down our minecart hopper now. Just go ahead and run into it to start it on its journey. So now it's just going to pass over here, which is going to collect all of the melons that get destroyed, or pumpkins, and they're all going to end up in the hoppers over there. We're going to place down our other blocks here, and then 2 more blocks here to finish off the pattern. So this is what it should now look like. We can go ahead and remove those temporary blocks, and you might notice our soil is looking pretty dry. So let's go ahead and waterlog these stairs now, which is going to hydrate? It's going to hydrate every single one of those farm tiles. So this side as well. And if you don't want to, collect a bunch of water, you can easily just make an infinite water source like this, and then grab it, fill in your things, and then just go ahead and fill it in to get rid of it. But just like that, we now have our tiles watered. It might take a minute. But now what we have to do is link this thing up so that it is built using observers. And hooking this thing up with redstone is actually incredibly simple. You have 2 options. Now, the first option, and the option that I would recommend, is replacing this cobblestone with observers that are looking down. So all you have to do is break the cobblestone, make it look at the melon stem or pumpkin stem, and then we're going to link it up. Or you could literally cover this entire thing in redstone dust and connect a daylight detector, so that way every time it turns from night or day, the pistons will go off and destroy any melons or pumpkins that grew during that time period. However, the observers are going to be, I would say, quite a bit more efficient, because as soon as a melon grows, it's going to trigger the pistons next to it. So I would recommend using the observers. So again, it's really simple. We're just going to replace all of the cobblestone with downward facing observers so that we see the little red dot. And after placing down all of your observers, this is what it should now look like. Next, we're going to place down blocks on top of each of our pistons, not the observers, but the pistons. If we were to place them down on top of the observers, then basically every time that there is a pumpkin that grows, the entire machine would go off, and that would make the farm slightly less efficient. So let's just go ahead and place it on the pistons like so. We're then going to grab our observers, and we're going to place down our redstone dust on top of each of these observers, just like so. And we're going to finish this off and fill all of this in. And then after we are done with this, we are going to go ahead and trigger the farm. So I believe that is everything. Probably would have been better if I went in a line, but alas, I did not. So as you can see here, these melon stems are connected. Well, this one's a little confusing. Oh, it's because these... I'm not going to try and pretend like I understand this. But anyways, we're going to remove one of these melons, and you're going to see that it updates the pistons in the nearby areas. So if I remove this, it's going to trigger those. And so every time a melon grows, the stem is going to move, even though it didn't appear to have a texture update. But that's besides the point. As you could see, though, when we removed the melons, it updated it. So if we wait for the melons, then it's going to kill it. So I'm going to sit here and AFK for about 30 minutes or so. Another thing that you could do is you could add glass walls here to make sure that you don't lose any melons. However, you really shouldn't lose that many, if any. So if you want to have an open design like this, then you can absolutely do that. But again, I'm going to sit here and AFK for about 30 minutes to see how many melons we get. Oh, there you go. You just saw it. All right, it has been about 30 minutes now, and as you can see, we got just over 4 stacks of melons, about 4.5 stacks. So if we say that each melon drops about 5 melon slices, then it grew about 57, 58 watermelons, which, I mean, if you did pumpkins, that's the same amount, so 57 pumpkins per 30 minutes. So really, let's just round up to 64. Nice even Minecraft numbers. So you're looking at about 2 stacks of pumpkins or, 9 stacks of melon slices every hour. Yeah, 2 stacks of pumpkins, 9 stacks of melon slices every hour. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like. My name is 1UpMC, and we'll catch you in the next one.